What's up, mamas? I'm Rebecca, and you're watching the Reseller Mom Show. Thank you so much for joining me today, where we work to get more done, make more money, and stay sane while raising kids and reselling online. I have a what sold fast video for you today. These are all the sales that I've had on eBay and Poshmark and Mercari from March 17th through March 23rd. I've got a couple of really notable things. First of all, I'll share everything that sold this week that took less than 2 weeks to sell. So everything was listed in 2 weeks and less and sold this week. Then I'll share a couple of the totals for just all my sales this week, a couple of notable things about the sales this week, and get you on out of here because I know we're all busy mamas. So let's go ahead and dive right in. The first sale that I'm going to show you, this was actually, I think, in my what I listed video when I did like my haul or unhaul. Where I didn't actually do a haul, but I showed you what was listed. And I'm pretty sure that this was one of those items. So this is a Disney men's kind of a muscle Mickey shirt, size extra large. And this sold on eBay in 14 days exactly. I took a best offer on it for $15 with free shipping. All of my eBay sales are free shipping unless it's a padded flat rate or priority shipping items. So all my first class are free shipping in case I don't mention it. Most, if not all of these items have come from the bins because pretty much everywhere I've been shopping lately has been the bins. There might be a few that aren't. If they are, I'll try to mention it. Next up is also an eBay sale, and this is a women's Under Armour athletic shorts, heat gear, and kind of a loose fit. This I just took a best offer on for $13 with free shipping on eBay. That took 12 days to sell. Here is a Talbot's puffer vest, kind of like an iridescent pearlized cream white color, really pretty, size 3X. This sold also in 12 days on Poshmark, and this was in a haul that I did a while ago. I don't know if I showed this specific item, but I believe I had mentioned that like in one bin, there was all 3X size, Ralph Lauren and Talbot's. Some were new with tags, a lot of cashmere, a lot of merino wool, all different pieces. And so this was from one of that, in that area. And that took 12 days to sell on Poshmark. This is a Harley Davidson University tote bag. It was not in the best of condition, but I noted all the flaws and took pictures with them, and it still sold for full price. It was on sale, but it sold for full price. I didn't take an offer on it. That was on eBay, and that sold for $19.20 in 11 days. Next up is a new with tag Prince athletic polo shirt, moisture wicking, size large, yada yada. Brand new with tags. Took a best offer for $15 on eBay. That sold in 8 days. This is just a Disney costume. I love my Disney costumes, and this is the Disney Princess Elena of, that should say Avalor. So typo in the listing, but that should say Avalor, and just a dress-up costume, and that's a size large. And it sold for full price, but it was on sale on eBay for $15.20, and that was 7 days, so it took exactly 1 week to sell. Can't believe I didn't notice that typo. Okay, next up, Massimo embroidered shorts, high-rise, distressed. So these I kind of wanted to try out. If I took a brand that was a Massimo, I don't usually pick that up, but I did find it at the bins, so it was super cheap. It had the nice frayed edges, distressed, and the embroidery, which, we just keep hearing is in style right now. I wouldn't know. I'm not very stylish, but that's what everybody that talks about style says. So I decided to pick it up, and it worked. Sold it for full price, but on sale, $15.20, including shipping. And I thought that was pretty good because that took exactly a week to sell. And I thought that was perfect. So I think if there's some things that are, not the higher end brand, but kind of what I'm hearing is on trend and in style for those youngins, I'm going to pick it up. So again, don't go with me on what's in style. I listen to others for that. And maybe one day I'll share with you, kind of everybody that I look to and how I kind of find out my style information, because again, certainly not for me. But it is nice to have a couple of sources where you can look to get your style information so that you can try to pick up more things that have a demand and are on trend and on style. So maybe that's a good future video idea. Up next is Torrid, a women's tunic top, pullover, gray, size 1X. That sold on a best offer for $15. That was also on eBay. It had some nice, kind of lace or embroidery trim, and it was a really pretty item, and that took 6 days to sell on eBay. Next is this Gap tube dress, elastic waist, and drawstring, and it's a size medium. And this lady went back and forth with me, so I let it go for $11, including shipping. It's kind of one of those things where if someone continues to persist, I feel like they're gonna buy, they need the item, and they are a motivated buyer. It's not like when you counter back and you never hear from the person again. So it's not all the time that I do it. Sometimes I stick to my guns if it's a certain type of item, but honestly, I haven't had a lot of luck with Gap lately. And even though I did pick this up recently, I'm like, maybe I'm not going to get another person that wants it. And so I did let this go for 11. I really didn't want to let it go for 11, but I also didn't want the entire summer to pass without anyone buying it. Because I'm going through this giant clearance right now. I'm getting rid of hundreds of items, and I'm going to do a video on it, and I'm going to share the whole process. So I'm documenting little by little as I go through it. And when I'm done, I'll share it all. But, things that you didn't think were bad buys initially ended up being bad buys, or things that should have been a good sale but didn't. And so you just have all this stuff that's just not moving, and I have to go through it one by one and figure out, why is it not selling? Is it worth retooling? Is it worth retaking photos? Is it worth relisting? Is it worth doing all of these things? And this was one that I just did not want to see in that pile like 6 months from now. So sorry for the ramble, but that's kind of because this is a lot lower than I would like to take. So it sold for $11 with free shipping. Where is it? 6 days. So it was still a quick sale, got money back. And so, I didn't lose money or anything. And so sometimes you just have to go with it, and every sale can't be perfect is my new thing. So, okay, next up is Miss Me, Bermuda shorts. Obviously all the embellishments, studs, flat pockets, size 29, and that sold for full price. It was on sale though on eBay for $23.20, and that was in 4 days. Next up is a new with tags Michael Kors sequin blouse, and that's a size small, just a big size small. It was really pretty, and I thought I could have, held on to it for longer, but again, in the effort of just getting money flowing back and kind of using that for other future inventory, I was fine to take $15 for it. So, I probably maybe could have gotten more money later on, but I was fine with the 15. I mean, Michael Kors, it is what it is. So that also took only 2 days to sell. So it was nice to quickly flip that. The last quick item I have to show is something that took only 1 day to sell, and that was a pink, and this should say Victoria's Secret instead of Love Pink, so I don't know why that is, but just a pink hoodie with the lining, size medium, and I sold that for $15. Again, could have gotten more, but it was a same day sell within hours, and I just wanted to flip it. Now this was plus shipping because this was a priority item. So they did pay shipping, and that was another reason why I was okay with $15 on that. And that sold in the same day. So those are all the quick sell items. They sold this week in less than 2 weeks. Then I just wanted to note here, like if you see all these windows are eBay, 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 except for one. So all of my quick sales in less than 2 weeks happened on eBay, which I thought was really interesting. It's not something that I specifically track, but as I opened up all the windows and I looked at the icons, I'm like, oh crap, they're all on eBay except for one. So very interesting that they all happened on eBay. So maybe something good is going on there. I also had 3 sales on Mercari, and those were, and I didn't pull up the windows, but those were all listed basically in the last 2 weeks because I just really started getting back on Mercari. and it was an Adidas New with Tags Golden State Warrior shirt that I got from the reseller inventory lot from Daily Refinement from Chris. So that was cool. That sold in one day. And I'm just going to pull it up on my phone and tell you so that I don't have to deal with all the screen. Again, you guys know I'm not super tech inclined, so I'm just going to tell you what they are. The other one was a boutique item, and it was one of my red boho cover-ups. And that probably took a few days to sell because, again, these were items that were up on Poshmark, and I've just recently cross-posted them to Mercari. So even though they took less than 2 weeks on Mercari to sell, they're not new items to me or to that I have sourced. The only one that was a new quick one was the Adidas Golden State Warriors t-shirt. And then the other two that sold were the red boho cover-up, which I relisted on Mercari because I have more than one of them, and I also have them on Poshmark and eBay. And then the black sport bikini, which is high-waisted swimsuit, and that also sold in less than 2 weeks on Mercari. So both of those, which leads me to one of the points that I have to kind of wrap it up, is that I sold 14 of my boutique items. So these are wholesale items that I purchased, not through the wholesale portal, on Poshmark, through my own sources, they're all listed as boutique items on Poshmark. They've been cross-posted to eBay. They're also on Mercari. The only places I sold them this week are on Poshmark and Mercari. For Mercari, they sold fast in less than 2 weeks because I just cross-posted them. On Poshmark, they've been there for a while, but I'm trying to constantly share them more, especially because of the season, they're more relevant. So I think selling 14 boutique items in 1 week is actually pretty good. That's 2 a day. So I'm really happy with when I purchased those boutique items, how I purchased them. I've already actually restocked a few of the items. I still have a lot of this inventory. I made a huge buy, and so I will probably do a video on that as well in the future. But I'm just really happy and proud this week, to share that I sold 2 boutique items a day, which I thought was pretty cool. So on Poshmark, I sold 39 items total. So not just that sold fast. In total, I sold 39 items, which is not great. $612 in sales. Then on eBay, I sold 34 items, also not great, and that was $585 in sales. And then on Mercari, I sold the 3 items for $65 in sales, so I'm happy to get that going. And so it's a total of 76 items sold, $1,263 in sales. This is gross. And then a average gross sales price of $1,661. All of this is not great. This is not where I want to be. But it's what I have. It's what I did this week. I'm proud of each and every one of them. I'm grateful for each and every one of them. But it just motivates me more to continue to be disciplined as a sourcer, promote as much as I can my items to get them out there, and really work and fine tune my processes so I have more time to manage the listings that I have. And I think that's a big part of the clearance that I have coming up, and kind of moving forward, is being able to, what I call, what I feel like I want to do is wrap my arms around my inventory. Like, when I have so many listings, and for me, I'm at about 1,900 active listings right now, and that may be a lot for you, that may not be a lot for you. For me, I thought I wanted to keep growing and growing, but what I'm finding is that it's difficult to manage with the time that I have available, to actively, proactively manage those listings. Play with the pricing, play with the keywords, promoted listing, not promoted listing, share it a little extra on Poshmark, don't share it a little extra on Poshmark, send offers to likers, don't send it, do Mercari, cross-post it, there's a lot. And so I really want to kind of whittle down my inventory to the best of the best, try to continue only sourcing the best of the best. And for that, for me, is probably going to be different from you. There are some people that only are sourcing $50 and up items. I'm not one of those people. I want to sell an item that's going to sell. I want to source an item that's going to sell, and I want to source an item that's maybe in the $20 range. I'm okay with that. If I find ones that are better, great. But if I find ones that are less, I really have to be disciplined to not pick those up. So it's just hard for me anyway. So I'm happy to have shared my numbers with you. I'm happy for all of my sales this week, and whether you're at this same level or not, be proud of every single sale that you do get, because it's awesome to be a seller on the internet and work from home. I think it's fantastic. And I hope I can continue to share more fun things with you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider subscribing for more Reseller Mom content. Please leave me a comment below with how your sales were this week, or if you have any questions on any of these items or sales or anything in general. Like the video, that would be awesome. I'm trying to come up with all the things and say them. But the other thing I just wanted to say is I'm kind of working on like a fun sign off, and I am gonna just start saying random sayings, and then you guys maybe let me know in the comments what you think of them. So today's saying that I'm gonna try is Mama's Boss Best. So if you think that's a good sign off for me, I would love to hear about it in the comments, or tell me on Instagram. But let me know if you think it's corny or if it's cool. I kind of like it, but I do have a few other ideas. So let me know what you think. I feel like it would be cooler if I had like a sign off line. So, I know that's so dumb. But thanks so much for watching. I really hope you get more done, make more money, and stay sane while raising kids and reselling online. Have a great day, mamas. Mama's Boss Best.